Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Death Note. Last time on Death Note, we had Doubt. So yeah, let's see. Light and L were getting a little closer, They had a nice friendly tennis game where they were trying to figure each other out. And then they had a conversation to figure each other out while secretly trying to figure each other out. And then Light's dad had a heart attack, and then they were still trying to figure each other out, and then at the end, we cut to this news station where there was like a group of reporters or something, I guess journalists, and they were given a message from Kira, which will boost their ratings. But yeah, that was pretty much that. It was a great episode, and I'm curious where we're going in this one. Yeah. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. This is also where I say that due to copyright issues, the reaction cannot be hosted in this video, as has been the case for all of them. If you want to watch my little reaction, my highlight reaction with, it's all edited and it's got the footage in the corner and stuff, you can go down to the description or to the pinned comments on this episode, on this video. There will be a link. You click it, you go, you watch it, you have a good time, hopefully. You come back here and you can watch the discussion, which is always important that you come back and watch the discussion of this episode. So, yeah, with that being said, why don't we just go ahead and get right into this episode of Death Note. Here we go. Okay. That just adds a whole new dynamic to this show, man. The imposter. A second Kira. That is insane, man. I love it, though. Cause again, I kept saying, like, oh, man, it's 37 episodes. How are they going to stretch it to 37 episodes? And it's like, oh, this is how. An imposter. Now that wasn't the same Shinigami that we saw leave, was it? I don't think so. No, it wasn't. That wasn't the same Shinigami that we saw. Oh man. Oh my gosh. God, she's like more dangerous than Light is. Because at least with Light, it's like... Because at least with Light, he's... I don't know, he composes himself better, or I don't even know, because we only got that last little scene with this new Kira. But... I don't know. It's almost like she's more of just a fan. A very powerful fan of Kira. Which is a little dangerous. I mean, heck, she even said herself, if he doesn't agree, well, I'll just kill him. Because I can. I have the Shinigami eyes and he doesn't. And that's why she can call out L. Because if L goes on TV, she'll see his name. Light can't do that. Light's trying to do all this without the Shinigami eyes because he doesn't want to lose all those years. Man, this is crazy. So see, in last episode we had L basically being like, whether you're Kira or not, you're still valuable on the task force. It's like, it doesn't matter. If Light isn't Kira, then he will help catch Kira. If Light is Kira, then possibly he will reveal himself to L. So yeah, and now it's like Light is almost like vital now. Light is vital now because of this new Kira. And that's why the other guy died. The other guy died because that's the thing is, Light wouldn't know them. Light didn't know who was on the task force, so he wouldn't have had to he wouldn't have been able to get a name. She could, though. She could, because she has the eyes. That is really dangerous, man. And man, because, the entire episode, I'm like, why haven't we seen anything of Light? And then just, when we finally cut to him, he's just like, so, there's an imposter, huh? It's like, it's such a twist. Like, this entire time you think that Light has just been doing all of this, but it's not Light. And I actually like that Elle figured that out too. Like almost immediately, it's like, this cannot be Kira. This is not how Kira works. Oh, man. That is crazy. So, okay. So, I wrote down 4 notes. Hold on. My nose is acting up. I don't have to sneeze, but it's that weird, dry nose thing. If you ever get that and it, hurts, it's weird. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to power through it. Alright, so the first thing I wrote down was a message from Kira. I thought this was a pretty bold move, to do this sort of move. To display a message. Because he was already, in the message, he was like, I want to become, the protector, the god of this world and stuff like that. It's like, man, you're really just spelling out your plans here. It's like, that's kind of interesting. And then, holding everyone hostage at Sakura Tower, or Sakura Station was interesting. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. And you wonder too, how much has this new girl, this new Kira, how much has she figured out about the Death Note at this point? How much has she figured out? Because, she's figured out the timing. She's using the Shinigami eyes. But, I don't know. I don't think she's quite learned to control people, though. That's the thing. It's like, Light is brilliant when it comes to using the rules of the Death Note to his advantage. But I don't know. I don't know how much she actually knows about this power. So yeah. So that's interesting. I almost want to go back now and watch the episode again. I want to go back and try to pick up on stuff now that I know that this isn't actually Light, that it's the imposter the entire time. Yeah, man, that is crazy. Let's see. I wrote down stopping the broadcast. That was clever. Chief Yagami, barreling through there with a fucking bus. That was clever. Instead of just trying to walk up to the gate. Now, that's the thing, too, is that, when he was going down there, I was kind of thinking, okay, well, will Light kill his own father? Well, we still don't know, because that wasn't Light, Now we have to think, if Chief Yagami went through like the other guy, she would have just killed him, She would have just killed him. Oy. So, that was crazy. This one was so interesting, because, again, it's like, this really felt, watching this whole thing, it's like, okay, Kira is really testing Elle, and he's, getting very, I don't know, getting very into it. I don't know how to, put this, but it's like he's getting very emotional, and he's having to hold back the other task force members and stuff. Which was interesting, but on all of this, it's like he's being tested, and it's not even Light. That is just the craziest thing. That in all of this, it's not even Light. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. So, yeah, stopping the broadcast was interesting. And, the one guy trying to go there and it didn't work. And then, no one picking up the phone at Sakura Station was also... It made sense. It kind of made me think that they were all being controlled to do this, but it wasn't that, Now, if Light was doing this, he might have done that. He might have controlled all of them so that they wouldn't be able to stop the broadcast. But again, we don't know how much can this girl do with the Death Note. She might not be, she actually might not be as good with the Death Note as Light is. And I would honestly doubt that she would be that great. As great as Light is with the Death Note. But that is the big problem, is the Shinigami eyes. With the Shinigami eyes, she is stronger than he is. She now has an advantage over him. Oh, man, it's crazy. He can't go by an alias or anything. He can't even just say, I'm Kira, because one look at him, she'll see Light Yagami. Oh, man. Wouldn't that be some shit if, at the end of the show, she wins or something? That would be crazy, Light dies or something. I don't know, man. I thought the barricade was clever. All the SWAT team members, they got their shields, they're covering their faces completely. Because that's the thing, is you do need a name and a face. So probably she looked down at all of them, saw every single one of their names, but didn't have the face, so it didn't work. But I like that, shielding all of them, shielding Chief Yagami as he came out with the tapes. I thought that was clever. And yeah, just the fact that there is an imposter now. An imposter Kira. That adds just a whole new dynamic, Which, I guess that's the question we lead into the next episode, but honestly, that's kind of the question we lead into the rest of the show with. Who is this imposter Kira? And how is she going to get along with our Kira, our Light, How are the two of them, really going to meet? How is L going to deal with this, You would almost think, with this whole thing of, there's a new Kira, it almost, leaves L in the dust for a second, because it's oh, man, there's two Kiras, and they're gonna, I don't know, that maybe they're gonna fight amongst each other, but it's no, you still need L for that. L's gonna have to take them both down. So, and he's gonna do that with the help of the first Kira, unbeknownst to him, even though he doesn't clear Light of all suspicion, He doesn't clear Light of any suspicion. And now, Light has to be careful because he can't say, well, it's because of an imposter Kira. It's well, how the fuck do you know that? You don't know that. Because they're not going to tell him. So, yeah, man, it's all crazy, man. This was a great episode. Very, it was an action-packed episode, honestly. It was a very action-packed episode, and then just that twist at the end. That just hit me, man. That just hit me, man. The fact that all of this, and then it cuts back to Light, and it's wow, this person is pretty good. They make a good imposter Kira. It's what the fuck? Imposter? Oh, man. That is crazy. I just dropped my pen. Oh. That is incredibly crazy that there is an imposter Kira, and now both Light and L have to deal with that. They have to deal with this new Kira. Oh man. And I do like that they added that she took the Shinigami eyes. I feel like that really does cement as okay, she has the advantage now. Light has to be extra clever to beat her, basically. So yeah. Oh, I can't wait to get into the next episode to see what we do about this new Kira. But that's pretty much it. That's all I wrote down. Again, another amazing episode. Very action-packed. I loved it. And that twist at the end, whoo boy, that was crazy. But yeah, that is pretty much that. Yeah, with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Death Note reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.